Indians lived in hunted by the banks of a little bubbling stream. They were happy people. They prized the stream in the whole country there, but it was their only source of water. One summer they dismayed to find the brook beginning to run dry. Not even the heavy summer rains helped to swell the water supply. Now, slowly, the stream became smaller and smaller until it was completely dry. Now there is trouble. Babies began to cry with the thirst, and men and women suffered under the hot sun. But there was no water. The chief called a meeting of his braves to discuss the emergency, but no one seemed to know what to do. Then one brave said he had heard of another encampment far from the stream. Could it be that these people had dammed the brook? He volunteered to journey up the stream to find out where there was a dam. For 3 days the Indian made his way up to the bed of the stream. On the third day he came up upon the dam, which stretched across the brook, cutting off all the water from flowing below. He asked to meet with the chief, and was led to the great bank of mud on the side of the stream. Here in the mud lay a huge, bloated creature with yellowish eyes and broad feet, from which stretched very long toes. "Why have you dammed the stream, so our people have no water?" he asked the chief. The beast in the mud hardly stirred as he grunted. "If you want water, go, I'll swear for it. But my people are dying of thirst, and the stream is our only supply." The chief laughed. He waddled to the dam and made a small hole, which permitted a tiny trickle of water to flow through. "There, now you have water. Go back and tell your people what a generous chief I am." The Indian followed the little stream of water back to his village, but there wasn't enough water flowing to even reach there. It simply ran along the dry earth and sank into the ground. When he had returned and made his report, the village was in despair, not knowing of any other means, and the chief selected his best men and ordered them to go to the dam and destroy it, even if they should all be killed in the end. It was a while the Indians were preparing for this journey. The Glooskap came suddenly among them. In this lock he wore 100 feathers on his shoulder, rode a great eagle. He was a majestic sight, and hope stirred in the breasts of the villagers. Glooskap traveled at a great speed and soon reached the dam. Nearby a boy was playing. "Bring me some water," Glooskap asked the boy. "No one can touch the water without the permission of the chief," replied the youth. Then get this permission, said Glooskap. After a while the boy returned, and in his hand he carried a half cup of muddy water. Glooskap glanced at the brownish liquid and distaste. Take me to your chief," he ordered. The chief sat up angrily. "Who do you think you are to speak this to me? Get out before I have you in the fire. If you want water, to seek your own." The yellow eyes blazed and his great belly shook in his fury. Glooskap suddenly thrust a spear into the beast's belly. A mighty river gushed out, forming pools of sparkling water. He reached down, fastened the creature in a horrible grip, and threw him into the mud. "Henceforth," he commanded, "you will live in dirty water, and your throat will be forever dry. May the rankles on your back always remind the world what happens to those who prey on other men." And ever since the frog has followed the streams, and to this day he can only make croaky sounds with his dry throat. His back still has the wrinkles caused by Glooskap's mighty grip.